Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nick, and in today's episode, I'm going to be showing off our Dalmatian breeding project for the 2021 season and the first pairings that we're going to be doing for the 21 season. I'm also going to show off some babies of the parents so you guys kind of see maybe what we're going for. So let's get right into it. So the first gecko I want to show off is Waylon. Waylon is the male in our Dalmatian breeding project. And while he doesn't have any like crazy amount of spots or anything like that, once you see his kids, you'll kind of see why he is such a, he's just very prolific at producing, I mean, close to being super Dal babies. It's kind of crazy. So let's show off his two girlfriends. Girlfriend one is going to be Helga here. Once again, nothing too crazy Dalmatian wise, but she does have some really nice oil patterning up here, oil markings. Yeah, she's just a really nice overall Dalmatian gecko. I mean, just really nothing crazy about them. The thing that I like really the most about these two geckos is that while they're not completely patternless, they both do have very light patterning on them and very close to being a bicolor, or even, you know, Waylon here. This is as fired up as Waylon gets, and he looks like a patternless when he's fired down, but you can see when he's fired up, he looks more like a, I don't know, super low expression brindle Dalmatian with some awesome portholes there. But now let's show off some of the babies, because these two were paired this past season. So let's show off some of those. So as you guys can see, mating season is definitely right around the corner. Freaking Waylon here, just absolutely okay, just really trying to mate with anything he can, but that's why he's our big boy. And guys, we are now on part 2 of this, and this, honestly, I'm just gonna say, it does not feel great. But while he's doing this is a really good opportunity for you guys to see his structure and his crest and everything else he's got going on. He's a really big gecko. I actually don't know his lineage, but I just, like you guys are going to see in the babies here in a second, he produces some really nice babies. So here's a really nice gecko to show you guys the caliber that Waylon can produce. This gecko is really nice, has super good potential to be a super Dal, has a really nice mix of, you know, bigger spots, smaller spots, the oil stains and things like that. So this is just a little idea of what Waylon can do. Like I was saying, this gecko definitely has more spots than Waylon does and looks just a lot nicer. You can see she kind of has the same portholes that he does. Yeah, this is just a really nice overall gecko. Alright, and then here is another one of Waylon's babies. So you can see he produces like a really nice mix of Dalmatians that look like him, some that do, some that don't, some have more spots. And Waylon's last girlfriend for the year, and the one I'm most excited about, is Pamela here. And actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to be pairing them up to see if they'll mate successfully for the first time of the season. She is not laid in 3 months now, so she's definitely ready. And Waylon, as you guys saw in the previous clips, he's definitely ready. This girl comes from Canvas Geckos. Really freaking awesome. Really excited to see what her and Waylon can do together. So before we get into showing them hopefully mating, I want to show you guys Bourbon here. And Bourbon will be our super Dal male going forward. He's just really not big enough this year, which is okay. We'll just make sure he's good and big for next year. Bourbon's only about 12 months old or so, 11 months, or no, 13 months old. So still a lot of time to get big and hopefully produce some really sick babies going forward. But that's Bourbon. 2022 breeding season, he's going to be busy. Okay guys, let's see if they'll mate. We know Waylon is 100% ready. I know that she is ready. She's had her proper cool down. I'm going to put him in this little breeding tub and we'll see how it goes. I've never done this before, so let's just see what happens. Okay guys, he's moving in. There he goes. Guys, and she's actually being, oh my goodness, she's very receptive. This is what you want to see. Do you see how she lifted up her tail so he could get under there? Good girl, Pam. That's awesome. We should see the hemipene come out any second now. Come on, Waylon. Now guys, this is the realities of breeding. It looks very rough, but I promise you this is nothing out of the ordinary. And if anything, Pam's not fighting back, so that means that she really is actually being receptive to this. So that's a great sign for us. Man, comment down below what you think the babies are gonna look like. And don't just say gorgeous, give me details. Okay guys, now if you look, he's trying to figure out a way to get under her legs, and it's happening right now. It's happening, guys, look. Right there, come on, camera. Camera freak, there we go. Guys, I don't know if he's in quite yet, but it looks like he's really close. So as you can see, it actually has a hemipene going in her. That is so cool. Well, we knew from the beginning Waylon was ready. It was just if Pamela was receptive or not. Sure enough, she was. So that's pretty freaking sweet. Okay. So I feel like that was a successful session here, guys. Okay, so another thing that's very typical after mating is you can see that this looks like it's a prolapse, but it certainly isn't. What it is he's actually gonna bite his hemipenes because it reduces the swelling, and he actually kind of like sucks on them too to reduce the swelling. So he'll be okay. This is not a big deal. And the female now, she's just chilling. I'm gonna get her out, and I'm gonna get Waylon back in his home too. But I want to make sure that he kind of, I want his hemipene to go back before I mess with him, because I don't want to cause a prolapse. So we're just gonna let him sit for a minute, and hopefully he can get it back in. And another thing too, guys, you might see your male geckos like just doing this randomly. And a lot of people think that their gecko is prolapsed, but once again, their gecko is just simply coming to maturity, so to say. So don't be alarmed if you see this. If you see it out for too long or it looks like it's not going back in, you can soak them in sugar water, or you can apply honey to it. If that does not work, then you need to go to your vet immediately, because that is a prolapse and that can hurt a gecko. So as you guys can see, Pam, not even stressed, pretty chill right now. And I think that that's mainly to do with because she was so receptive to it. She really didn't put up a fight. You guys saw that she lifted her tail. Some owners even experience their female crested geckos, like if you're like, you know, petting them or holding them, they'll start raising their tail, and that's because it's mating season and they're releasing pheromones. So, and that's kind of what happens is that the female has to be receptive and she has to release pheromones, and then those pheromones tell the male that it's time to go, and then the male latches on because, you know, you can't let go and you can't risk losing that potential mating, especially in the wild. So I'm gonna put these guys back. I'm just gonna put this tub in Waylon's enclosure, and I'm gonna put Pamela back in her enclosure. I also wanted to point out that that right there is either urates or, you know what, let's just move on. The swelling, this is only about 10 minutes later, and the swelling's gone down significantly, and actually most of the hemipene is back in him, which is great. This is what you want to see. So as you guys can see, that's all that's left now. About 4 or 5 minutes later. So from the whole process, it's been maybe, you know, 10 minutes, and he just keeps licking it and biting it, and that's what makes it go back in. Kind of crazy how they evolve, you know? Really cool to see. And you guys got to witness it here first. That's the video. Waylon certainly did not disappoint. He did his thing. And hopefully we get babies, or hopefully she's laying eggs in about a month, maybe 2 months. We'll just kind of see. But that is the video, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you think we should start an OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, give this video a big like, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, stay safe and stay positive.